Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with InvestFourMore, and today is Fun Car Friday, and once in a while I do a day in the life video, and that might be today. So, first off, we're probably going to take the Diablo, as long as it starts, and we'll head to work, and then go through the different things that happen on Friday. I have at least one new potential deal to look at, and then quite a few other things lined up as well. So we'll get started here soon, and of course check out InvestFourMore.com for much more information on our flips, rentals, being an agent, all that great stuff too. First off, it's our kids' last day of school, so I've got to move the Velociraptor to the street so they have more room for games and fun stuff. And this truck is so dirty right now, I apologize for that. Off we go. We just did Irely's 2-year picture in the Lambo because I've done pictures first is every month for her first year, and then every 6 months after she turned 2. And we do our picture in the Lambo to show her grill chart. And my seatbelt is on, my seatbelt sensor doesn't work right, so I do wear my seatbelt, especially in the Lambo. It's a little dirty right now. I've been driving it more and not cleaning it as much, so sorry about that. And yeah, Irely's Lambo picture will be a little dirty, but that's okay. So we'll splice those in as well. Got to the office about 8:15. I usually get here a little later on Fridays because my wife takes the kids to school on Friday, so I can take the fun car. Then she comes back. Then I leave. Since we have Irely, we can't just leave Irely home alone. Yes, the Diablo's out there in spot. And the police are back in the parking lot. They love to hang out here for some reason. But came in handy last week. There's a crazy guy possibly sleeping in our dumpster area again, and he's running around yelling. So they came over and told him to leave. So that was nice. All right, so we're in the Lamborghini, getting ready to go look at this listing that could be a good deal. I'm not super excited about it, but we'll see. And ironically, it is, whoa, there we go, on the same street as one of my other flips that we have going right now. So this is a flip we're working on. I'll probably do a house flip progress video while we're here right now and show you what that looks like. And the flip we're looking at is right down that street over there. Now, in the office, I said I got there at 8:15. Check my email, check some social media stuff. We're trying to take less off my plate. I've got a person in the office who helps with social media now, some too. So make sure all that's going good. Check hot sheets, drive over here, and whenever I look at a property like this one's vacant, so it's not as big of a deal. But if I'm driving the Lamborghini, I'm meeting a seller, an off-market property, a house that might be occupied, I always park a couple blocks away and walk over, just because it's just not a good start to a conversation. Like, oh, is that your Lamborghini? You want to come by my house? Okay. Well, sometimes it's okay if people are car people. If they're not, it might not be okay. So it just takes one less thing off my mind. And it's still happened before where I've parked 3 blocks away and someone saw me driving by, or kids ran over to the car and like, oh, is that your Lamborghini? You just walked 3 blocks over from. I'm like, yep, it is. But still works out usually. But just one thing I do to try and avoid that conversation. So we'll go see the house, see what it looks like, and then decide if we want to make an offer or not. The price is a little high. I definitely have to offer less. Just depends on how much work it needs. And then I'm assuming they'll get multiple offers. So that's why I'm not super excited about it. We've probably offered on 15 houses the last 3 months and gotten 2. So we don't have a very good track record, but we're still getting some, just getting beat out by a lot of people. So just took a look at that house, and I don't think I want to make an offer on it. It's listed for $325,000. We bought the one right here, I'm going to go look at here real quick, for $297 a couple months ago. Mine has almost a full finished basement. That only has one bedroom finished in the basement. It's not in horrible shape, but you're still gonna have to do paint, flooring, paint the cabinets, do fixtures, and it's still gonna cost some money. And there's just not enough room there for us on that one. And it would be great for an owner occupant because it's not in that bad of shape, would qualify for a loan. So I'd be 99.9% sure an owner occupant would pay way more for it than me. So we probably won't even make an offer on that one. And now on this one, we will go do our progress video. So of course, watch out for that, or maybe I'll post that before I post this, who knows? We'll just have to find out on that. All right, we're in the blue steel garage, as you can see, and golf simulator. And today I'm probably gonna go meet my kids and wife for lunch since it's their last day of school. Now, like I mentioned before, driving a Lamborghini around, have to be careful what houses you go to. I also probably don't wanna park it at the school with the crazy kids over there. So the cool thing about the garage is we've got the Supra in here, so I can park the Lambo in here, take the Supra. It's slightly less conspicuous and will draw slightly less attention. And my kids are kind of sensitive about that stuff too when I drive my fancy cars. So they kind of get worried about people thinking they're super rich sometimes, which we talk about, but I can understand where that comes from too. So we will do that. And then something else on Friday, I don't know if I've mentioned this too much, Nikki doesn't work on Fridays. She takes that day off. So that's a day I actually don't drive around that much, even though it's Fun Car Friday, but a lot of times stay in the office, work on blog stuff, write articles, maybe write some of my new book I'm coming out with, have a meeting with my team about InvestFourMore, and talk about email funnels and coaching programs and all kinds of interesting stuff that we're doing, possible sales we're having in the future. So Friday is a lot kind of like my in-office really work day without too much distractions, and the rest of the week is driving around, looking at houses, talking to contractors, having my camera do crazy, weird stuff like that and going the wrong direction. Sorry about that. So we'll head to lunch soon. And ever since getting back from looking at those houses, I've just kind of been looking at some Instagram stuff, downloading my videos I took, editing those just a tiny bit, and putting those together for our next YouTube videos. All right, so back in the office, had lunch with my kids and family. That's always fun. They had a couple friends go with them. Then they're having play dates at our house after that. And this evening, we're probably going to head up to the river house and hang out there for at least a day, maybe two, and enjoy it up there too. Now, we always have crazy stuff going on with contractors. I know sometimes I complain about contractors in my videos, but I actually could do much more. But it's a couple of things that happened today. One, after I shot the video of the flip update, I realized we had, instead of we had two light switches, instead of using a double plate and putting, the light switches right next to each other, one light switch was here and one light switch was under there. The switches directly below each other. It's like, come on, what's going on? And then, the even more exciting news is we went to visit a flip on Wednesday, I think, and met a guy there working on it. We'd never met him before. Turns out he was working for one of our contractors who had hired him, and then he messages me and says, "Hey Mark, I'm the guy who was at the flip. The contractor who hired me hasn't paid me and then physically threatened me when I asked for money, so can you please pay me before I take legal action?" So those are the kind of things we deal with. And that was over $600. So lots of different things going on in the world of flipping and dealing with stuff. And my advice to people, obviously there's a number of issues with that situation, but if you're talking to someone for the first time, you want them to pay you, maybe even hire you to do work, don't threaten legal action the first time you talk to them, right? Try and start off on a good foot, talk about the situation, and then if they ignore you and won't do anything, maybe later on you can threaten legal action, but don't make that the very first thing you do. When you're trying to build relationships and work with people, that's not a good idea. All right, we'll get back to work here, working on a little bit of YouTube stuff, a little bit of Instagram stuff, a little bit of blog stuff. I pulled up a bunch of properties that, just kind of peeking around at that might be some potential development properties. So look at that too. And then who knows what else will come up this afternoon. The rest of my Friday afternoon has not been super exciting. There's still some time left in the day. But I did beat Alex in shuffleboard. That's my nephew who works with me. I did beat myself in darts over there too. And just been working on a lot of social media, Instagram, YouTube stuff and ideas. And this is my notebook, kind of where I've kept a lot of my ideas and different stuff over the last couple of years. So that comes in so handy, just having something physical to write down things when I get ideas, when I want to plan. And, if I am stuck or don't know what to do with myself, I can always get out my notebook, browse through it and say, oh, look at this stuff I thought about a while back, or these ideas I had and totally forgot about. So it's really nice having that kind of physical book. Yeah, we have some stuff on Trello and online and different things on there we can work through too, but I think having the physical book is really important as well. And then also I've been working on kind of a new educational program course too, just talking about money and managing money and how to do that for young people, which I think is really missing in this world. So hopefully next month or two, that'll be ready. We've been making a ton of videos, a ton of content for that. And don't worry, the core of that course is not buying Lamborghinis and Aston Martins. It's about saving money, putting yourself in a good financial position, investing money. I never did have a car with a car payment till I was 28. I had my Mustang as a daily driver for many years. So I made sure I was financially stable before I bought the crazy cars and did the crazy stuff. So it's about 4:30, about to head home, leave Blue Steel Real Estate, and then once I get home, get all the kids packed up and everybody, wife and everything, and we'll head to the river house, and maybe I'll do one last video up there. Really doesn't take long to get up there at all, like 30, 40 minutes from our house, just depends on traffic. That's as far as I can open my door up because of the lift that's above us. So that lift does not do much good because I have to put it all the way up and there's not room for a car, and then I can't open my door all the way, so I have to crawl out of here. Here we are getting ready to head up to the river house, and yes, I do use a truck and put stuff in it. And this is the actual river house murder house where there's a hostage situation. Someone bought it and is remodeling it. We did a video on that before if you want to check that out. We just made it to the river house, and this is our first time being here in spring. We can see all the cool flowering plants and giant overgrown grass. It's about 7 o'clock, and that was with us piling up the truck with stuff, some furniture, and stopping for pizza, and stopping at Jack's too, because we had to wait a little bit for the pizza. So we're here. The river's very full. Caught some fish here 2 weeks ago though with it that full. So we'll see if we can catch some tomorrow. So that's the end of my day, at least for you guys. But we'll hang out, have fun here, eat some pizza, and then we'll see what we do tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you guys like these videos. Let me know. Love the comments, love the likes. And of course, check out InvestFourMore.com for much more information on flips, rentals, being an agent, all of that great stuff. And now we have 9 books on Amazon too, as most of you know by now, but not all of you do. So if you want more in-depth information on real estate investing and all that great stuff, check those out on Amazon.